A is for anger.
Come here. Where is the money, Mr. Gold? You can run, but you cannot hide.
B is for bandwagon. Most Singaporeans support us, so you should too.
Singaporeans have high confidence in the PAP government's management of the reserves. Therefore, we are confident that we will win the argument and we'll be able to get Singaporeans to do the right thing.
Next up, change.
We will do so with a new town council.
Demonization.
If a tree bears good fruit all these years, and you know that the tree will continue to bear good fruit, will you cut it down? The opposition somehow has a different view. They want to weaken the tree. They want to make it more difficult for the tree.
The government is suffering from eunuch disease. There are no leaders, only paper shufflers who exist to keep the emperor happy.
As you can tell, all politicians use these tactics. It's just that some are more effective than others. Also notice, in the heat of an election, it's easy to forget to ask yourself, is this really true? Empowerment.
When your votes matter, all the million-dollar ministers fear you and wake up from your deep slumber.
Fear.
I've looked carefully at everything they've said. Dr. Chi, Paul Tambaya, all the rest. Because I take what they say seriously. And I'm troubled.
Guilt.
Singapore, don't be a cowardly lion.
No matter who we vote for, we're all driven by emotions. Once we realize this, we can pay better attention to how others are trying to influence us.
Do we look alike? Do we look alike?
Humour is even more effective when combined with indignation.
I cannot accept a policy that divides Singapore into first-class and second-class citizens. And that is why I cannot accept the PAP politicking of the upgrading issue. And with respect, got one mosquito. I think he come from the PAP.
Judgement.
If ever the Workers' Party becomes the government of Singapore, I say liao. Finish. And you should make no mistake about it. They aspire to be the government of Singapore. Why should they not? They are entitled to, but we are entitled to ask them, what are you capable of doing? What do you intend to do? Show that you are fit to be the government of Singapore.
Kinship appeal.
Standing before you in the shadow of my late father, who I'm sure you all know.
Labelling. Attaching a negative label to opponents.
The strong racist and xenophobic undertones in the PSP's campaign against Seeker have not gone unnoticed.
Moral integrity.
I want to ask PM Lee one thing. Whose money are you using for the upgrading?
I hope the opposition MPs also took note of what he said. Keep our system clean. And don't say, I didn't go to jail, I'm okay.
Name calling.
But if you say, vote against the government because somebody else will look after getting the PAP government, and you just become a free rider.
Oppression.
Hougang is a very special constituency. It is shaped like a flash of lightning. And that tells you a very important story, that for the last 20 years, Hougang voters have been constantly zapped by lightning.
What does the shape of a constituency have to do with who you should vote for? But the idea of oppression is so powerful, people clap in response to that. Promises.
This is my promise to all Singaporeans. I will serve you with all my heart. I will never settle for the status quo.
Q is for quoting Lee Kuan Yew.
Mr. Lee Kuan Yew said this.
Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, our first Prime Minister himself, says this, and I quote,
Mr. Lee Kuan Yew once said, there will come a time when eventually the public will say, look, let's try the other side.
It sounds like a Lee Kuan Yew political party will be very successful. Reputation.
Because this is a AAA government.
R also stands for relatability.
When it came to choosing my secondary school, I chose Tanjong Katong Secondary because most of my classmates were going there.
I am not the devil, I'm just another Singaporean bloke who happens to love his country very much.
Social proof.
Many men and women came forward to join me. They wanted to build a stronger Singapore.
On Facebook, I got 55,000 likes.
S is also for stories.
Listen to these poor families. It's only $80. It's not like we are asking you for $10,000.
老公说没问题，我们还可以卖屋子啊。这就是工人党刚才 Mr. Pritam Singh 的立场。人口老化，政府开支一直在上涨，没问题，国家卖土地就可以解决了。
Thoughts fight to live in our brain. Thoughts that press emotional buttons can live longer. And stories are the ultimate way to press emotional buttons. If you want a healthy brain, be careful about thoughts that poke you where you are weakest. It's your brain. Be hygienic with it. Trust.
You cannot trust the current set of ministers to act in your interest.
But I think you know what I mean in morally. Why we feel very comfortable with morally being up against Dr. Chee Soon Juan. We think he's the right person.
Unfairness.
I see my students. I know they are not second class or they are not slow learner. But because of the system, they will fail.
Visceral hate.
And if the result is good, thumbs up, man. If the result is lousy, what happened? Boo! Boo to PAP!
Thumbs up if you understood that. Wit.
Do you agree with the government? Do you have a better view? Or do you abstain? Or do you abstain from abstaining?
Xenophobia.
There have been some elements in our society that have used Sika as a dog whistle, masquerading racism for genuine economic concerns.
Youth appeal.
On Youth Day in July, once a year we celebrate Youth Day. We had a big celebration this year because we opened a sports hub. I went there, I spoke to the young people, I told them the future is yours to make. We've given you all that we can. Resources, education, guidance, support. It's up to you. Make the most of it. Chase that rainbow. Go for it.
Zeal.
At the last election, MM Lee also haunted me to move up Hougang to contest in a GRC. So here I am.
Do I care who you vote for? Maybe, if you vote for free chicken rice for all. But what I care about even more is that you make your decision with your eyes wide open. We'll always have emotions, but let's recognize how politicians try to sway us. That's the first step to making a choice that truly reflects your values and priorities. At the end of the day, we all want what's best for Singapore.